How do you think you performed today?
Feel good. I feel like my shoulder's been able to drop ever since we kind of got done, but stress relieving, but also excited. It's what we've been training for, so to be able to get out there and move well in the drills, but then also to get out there and run routes again. The last ball with Jared was the one that we've been working on. We ended on a good note, so that made me feel a lot better.
What were you looking to accomplish today?
I guess just to show that I feel like I can move with the best, and I feel like as a route runner, I feel like I'm one of the most smooth and efficient guys. So when we're out there running routes, trying to show what I feel like I do best, and then just continue to improve my flexibility and my explosiveness in the other drills.
Were you happy with your 40 time?
Not as fast. I know I'm waiting for that call from Samson. Samson's going to call me saying, you're slow. So I know that one's coming, but Kai, I think Kai might have ran faster than me too, but I feel good. I'm big. I play the game just a little bit differently, so hopefully the scouts will be able to see that and stuff, but I felt really good with my time.
Why did you decide to run now but not at the NFL Combine?
I had a concussion at the Senior Bowl, so I got hurt, so I missed some of my training with that, but I just felt like I could better prepare and run here at Pro Day. Felt home, like at home in my environment, be out here with all the guys was super fun.
How valuable is that? You have some reference points with your brothers and their experiences. How valuable is that as you've been going through this process?
Super valuable, especially like the advice. They're always like, man, like when I'm interviewing with teams, like to have a brother who's been in the league for 7 years now, especially Samson going through training camp with the Colts and people who are still playing football at one of the highest levels. So to always have their advice, it's always super good, but there's definitely sometimes when I'm like, man, like I wish I was going through my first time so I didn't have to hear them talk trash about the things I don't do as well. But it's definitely a huge blessing to have both of them always supporting me, but then also telling me what I need to do a lot better as soon as it comes up.
Your brother's talking trash?
Yeah.
Yeah. We always hear wild stories about questions that are asked at the Combine. Did you get anything crazy asked by an NFL team at the Combine? Did you have to answer?
No, nothing too crazy. I feel like they knew every answer they were going to ask. Like every question they had, they knew the answer. They just were waiting for me to say it, like make sure I gave them the clear answer that they knew was coming. But I guess maybe then them other knowing like my whole girlfriend's name, like her Instagram, like they were like, I think it was the Patriots I was interviewing. They're like, so who's going to move out with you if we draft you to New England? I'm like, oh, maybe one of my brothers. And they're like, oh, so like your girlfriend Hallie Iono's not going to come? And I was like, I don't know, probably like maybe, I don't know, I haven't really thought about that. And he's like, she's got about like 30,000 Instagram followers. And I was like, he's like, yeah, that's about triple as yours. And I was like, okay, we're insulting me now. Like I didn't know, I thought this was a job interview for me. And he's like, yeah, like her brother's in like Netflix movies and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, are you asking about me or my girlfriend? Like, what the heck's going on? Like, I get it. Like, yeah, she's my girlfriend, so I'm excited. Like, yeah, I know this stuff about her too, but now I feel like you're insulting me. I'm not cool enough. Like,
you find yourself wondering how did they get this intel?
Yeah, I was like, yo, like I'm like, dang, I need to stay off Instagram now. Like, I'm worried.
How much have you worked with Jaron throughout all this since the season ended at BYU?
A ton. Like he's been training with 3D QB on, I guess Orange County is where we've both been training. He's like 5 minutes down the street. So especially going to the Senior Bowl together, like we were in sushi watching Jada and stuff back at his apartment and going over the plays, and especially at the Combine, like the Senior Bowl, he met with every team right before me. So I was like, okay, Jaron, you got to tell me everything that you're going to say, because if you say anything slightly different in the protection slide or in any route, like they're going to notice that I messed up because I'm going after you. So like word for word, write your script down and just leave it on the table because I'm coming right after.
What did you pick as an agent and why?
I signed with Athletes First, Justin Schulman. He's actually Tyler Allgeier's agent. Somebody I met through the Sewells, and then obviously with Tyler and him being out here, but I felt very comfortable with him and the agency that they have. They provide a lot of resources. It was nice. I got to go. John Beck was just formally signed with them, so they had a lot of familiar faces, and then being able to train with Jaron super close by, and then TJ Ushmanzada was my receivers coach who I was training with out there. So a lot of just like trying to form the best team as close as possible, because California is huge. Driving to LA is not ideal out there.
Who are some of the teams you think you've talked to the most, and what have they been interested in talking to you about?
I've met with the Seahawks and the Patriots probably the most. I've met with the Chiefs and the Cardinals and the Jets. I feel like I feel like I play the game super physical, so they love my physicality. And then also this year, I feel like I didn't track the deep ball as well. So today, that's why that last catch of the day was it was big for me to make sure I feel like I can track the ball well down the field, but trying to make sure I can continue. I left my feet a lot this year, so staying on the ground and staying healthy. I've dealt with some injuries and stuff, so trying to get big for the physical game that we play, but then also stay as fast and explosive as I can.
This is kind of a turning point, you know, the last time with this particular group under BYU colors or whatever. I was talking to Jaron about that. What's that like for you? I mean, these are guys you've known for quite a while. So.
Yeah. I guess maybe when we go into that, like the dinner, and maybe Coach Kalani will give us another speech or something like that, I think it'll really hit me. But it was just like, that's why being able to come here right at my pro day with all the guys I've been in the locker room with for a while is so much more comfortable, so much relaxing. Everybody's, oh, sorry, we're back in the little tarp back there, just cracking jokes. Everybody's making fun. You gotta. They do the Tom Brady picture where you're just in your compression shorts and you got no shirt on. It's 15 of us guys, and we all get ready in the locker room and stuff like that. But it's just funny. They got the linemen squatting and stuff, so we're seeing who's actually mobile. So it was funny, but just feeling super comfortable around the guys. And it's kind of crazy that walking through the locker room just the other day while we've been out here is like, it's surreal because like we don't get to play ping pong anymore. We don't get to wake up for the 7 a.m. lifts, which I won't miss, but it's nice because you do it with the homies. So it's just fun to be around the guys again.
You went against Caleb in practice, I imagine, quite a bit. Were you surprised at the numbers he put up here?
No, I always knew Caleb, being the long athlete that he is, he was going to move really well. He surprised me. I always think I'm faster than him, especially as a wide receiver. When I get on top of you on a go ball, that means I'm fast. Like, so when he got out of there, it didn't surprise me. A lot of the people that I talked to that went to the NFL PA Bowl said he moved really well, and I know he plays the game of football really well, so it was exciting to see him test really well as well. Thanks, guys. Always go Cougs.
Good luck.
Good to see you guys.